Ba-ba-ba-ba. La-la-la-la-la. Hello?
Hello?
Hey.
What's happening?
Mm.
What you doing?
Loading up this game.
And that's quite quick, actually.
It's only like 15 gig. Not a massive game.
I thought I'd be waiting fucking years, but no.
No, it's been out for a while.
I don't know how to find it. Give me a minute. Yes. I even managed to put the code in myself to asking for help. While learning.
Right.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
This is mental.
Oh!
It's weird on eyes, like.
Oh, where's my braces? Oh, that was trippy as fuck. Oh no, see, because that squint, I keep thinking my monitor squint. At your left hand side. The rating. Oh,
No.
the fucking. You know,
Just wait until you get in the menu.
oh. Tell me an internet connection. Play, but I've got one. You get online the connection to play the game. Please connect the internet and restart the game.
Right. Give me a minute to put these ones to bed.
Hi, baby. Oh, why is that moving real that? Okay.
My ex-wife showed up to our divorce hearing pregnant. She thought it would secure her a payout until the judge asked one question. You ever sit in a courtroom and watch someone dig their own? Oh. Because the thing about Jessica, she wasn't just bad at marriage, she was bad at lying. And she had no idea that the one question the judge was about to ask her would make her whole story fall apart. Jessica was smug when she walked into that courtroom. She played it perfectly. One hand on her belly, the other delicately brushing her hair behind her ear like she wasn't about to commit legal fraud. She even threw in a dramatic sigh when she took her seat, like this whole ordeal was exhausting for her. I didn't react. I didn't need to. Because unlike Jessica, I wasn't walking in blind. I was ready, and so was my lawyer, Ethan. Ethan was the kind of guy who smiled in court, but would absolutely gut you with the law. I didn't like lawyers much, but after watching him dismantle Jessica's stunts over the last few months, I had to admit, I was glad he was on my side. Jessica, of course, had gone through 3 different lawyers since we started this divorce. The one she had today, a newbie. Fresh out of law school, probably desperate to win his first big case. I almost felt bad for him. Almost. Because here's the thing. Jessica had tried this before. Not the pregnancy stunt, but the manipulation, the fake distress, the I'm just a struggling woman, Your Honor. Please take pity on me act. And unfortunately, some people bought it, including my own mother. A week before the hearing, my mom had called me. Just settle, she said, voice laced with a... He was done. Miss Parker, he said firmly, this court does not make financial judgments. Jessica did. See, she assumed the court wouldn't question her pregnancy, that she could waltz in, look vulnerable, and walk out with a fat check. But legally, her pregnancy was only relevant if I was the father. Her lawyer froze. Then weakly, my client believes it is the petitioner's. I almost laughed. Believes Ethan didn't even flinch. She believes? So there's no proof? Jessica shifted uncomfortably. The judge's eyes narrowed. Miss Parker, have you had a paternity test done? Jessica's mouth opened, closed, opened again, trapped. I mean, I just assumed. You assumed? The judge repeated unimpressed. Miss Parker, is there any evidence to suggest the petitioner is the father? Her lawyer looked like he wanted to die. Jessica looked pale. And I leaned back in my chair enjoying the show. At this point, Ethan was ready to finish her off. Your Honor, we have strong reason to believe this child is not my client's. He pulled out photos, taken 2 months after Jessica and I separated, of her on vacation with another man, holding hands, kissing, clear proof she had moved on. And then, the final nail in the coffin. Ethan slid medical documents across the table. Additionally, we have subpoenaed Miss Parker's recent medical records, which show that her first confirmed pregnancy test was months after she and my client had last been together. Jessica's face crumpled. Her lawyer looked at her, realizing she had never told him any of this. The judge let out a long sigh and shook his head. Miss Parker, this court does not take kindly to deception. Given the evidence, there is no basis for financial support. The prenup stands, you will not be receiving alimony or additional compensation. Boom. Jessica gasped like she had been physically struck. But Your Honor, this hearing is over. Done. Jessica sat there frozen. The judge's words were still hanging in the air, but I could see it happening in real time. Her brain scrambling for a way out. This wasn't how she thought today would go. In her version of events, she was supposed to cry, look pitiful, and leave with a fat monthly check. Instead, she'd been publicly exposed. Her lawyer wasn't even looking at her anymore. He was staring at the floor, probably reevaluating every decision that led him to take this case. Meanwhile, Jessica was gripping the edge of the table like she could somehow hold on to the last shreds of her scheme. And then the tantrum started. Jessica's last desperate attempt. But Your Honor, Jessica blurted out, her voice high-pitched. This isn't fair. I'm about to have a baby, and he just gets to walk away. The judge exhaled sharply, rubbing his temples. He was done. Miss Parker, he said firmly, this court does not make financial judgments based on emotional appeals. Your pregnancy has no legal bearing on this divorce unless paternity is established, which based on the evidence provided, it has not been. But the judge held up a hand. Enough. Jessica snapped. She turned in her chair, whipping her head toward me. You're really going to do this to me, to your own child? There it was. The final gamble. Even after being publicly humiliated, she was still trying to plant doubt. The courtroom went silent, then I smiled. A slow, amused, merciless smile. You really want to do this, Jessica? I leaned forward, voice calm. You want to go on record accusing me of being the father? Because we can get a court-ordered paternity test right now. Her face twitched. She had nothing. She knew she had nothing. And in that moment, so did everyone else in the room. The judge didn't even bother responding this time. He simply turned to the clerk. Adjourned. Done. Jessica had lost everything, but it wasn't over yet. The hearing was over, but I wasn't done watching her fall apart. I walked out of the courtroom with Ethan beside me, my mom trailing a few steps behind. I half expected Jessica to slink out quietly, but I should have known better. She stormed out after me, heels clacking, face red, hands shaking.
Hey, baby. Or TikTok.
Aye. Seen was hearing it.
Is that no copyright or something?
No.
No, it's public, isn't it?
Well,
Fine.
no, but you not done a tutorial, no?
No, I'm scared. Ah,
I'm doing it now.
same. Fuck.
I'll complain old DST, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, no.
No, dude.
I'll take that back. Hold.
I'm gonna die, ain't I? What's the third exit
Subject
point?
G-0000 has arrived. Objectives are displayed in the top left corner of your Viacom visor. Signs on walls establish current location. Text in the top left corner of a door indicates that the door provides passage to the specified zone. Security doors require a bioscan. Pull the lever to commence the scan. Stand inside the hologram.
You get that right?
Okay, man, I'm playing the tutorial.
I know, do shift tab, I think we can do the tutorial together.
Accepted. No, can he?
No, is it not allowing you?
Mine just says matchmake.
This door requires a keycard.
I
Locate a
accepted
computer
that, so
terminal
what's
to
happening?
pinpoint keycard. At the terminal, use the
Don't even hurt
keycard
you.
ID and the ping command to pinpoint the keycard.
No, I can't even do the tutorial now. Joined you.